We're gonna give you a little update. We're gonna give you a little recap. Um, Please like the stream, guys, for all my juicers and for all my JDF people. This is such a fascinating case. I get it. You want to see JDF? This only gonna take about 5 minutes, and then we're gonna be back on to JDF. So I see spam, hit that XQCL if y'all know what's good for you and my JDF crew. Y'all could throw some green hearts. It's all good. It's all love here. We love everybody. But Mr. Cow is going through the ringer. So last stream, I showed that Tammy filed this motion. And it's right here basically saying, we are married, okay? I need spousal support and I need lawyer fees. And here's my proof, guys. Here's my proof. We agreed to be married in August. We exchanged messages on Discord, okay? I made a video where I said, I wanted to get into Canada to get my cheeks clapped by Mr. Cow. And the only way we could do it is if we agreed or I said we were commonly law in a relationship. I called his mother. She said, okay. But I need money. Please. Anyway, that's what she's doing, right? Look, hey, she made that video. She like, I need money. We live together. Okay. I showed you a copy of my lease in Texas. All right. I need my goddamn money. Okay. I know I got the Tesla. I know I got the BMW, but I am nothing without spousal support and lawyer fees. Pay me. Nope. Anyway, I'm sorry, guys. This is where we have fun. Like, we have a lot of fun. We have a lot of fun when we talk about Mr. Cow, but okay, holding out as married. What'd she say? I told my mother, my father, my brother. I told about 8 people. I told the Canadian government. Okay, like who cares? We're common law. Blah blah blah. My mother put him on his insurance, and she never put any boyfriend on the insurance. Okay, so we were married. You know, Felix provided me his mother's phone number. She spoke to the authorities. We are married. God damn it! Give me half his estate. Anyway, and Mr. Cow's lawyer, he fired back, right? He fired back with the quickness within a couple hours. He said, look, this is Giga Chat lawyer, right? Giga Chat was like, look, Sammy, sit down for this. There is no documentary evidence that was offered or showed that either party referred to themselves written or orally as husband and wife. Like, what are we talking about? To contraire, even your little rinky-dink text messages say y'all are boyfriend and girlfriend. Like, what are we doing? Mr. Cow never said he was married, okay? You got no proof, written proof that y'all were married. And she like, well, my housekeeper testified that, she heard a sposa. And he like, your housekeeper said he never was told that she was never told personally by Mr. Cow that you were his wife. So what are you talking? She's like, well, my mother testified, guys. Well, look, we spoke to your mother, right? We spoke to her, and she acknowledged that Mr. Cow never even told her y'all were married. So like, look, you don't believe me, Sammy? I don't believe you. All right, well, let's go back to the tape, goddammit. Let's go back to the tape. Super Giga Chow, hey, run the tape. Hey, just to be clear, he's talking to her mom. I just want to make sure I understand. Mr. Cow never told you he and Sammy were married, right? She like, no, not direct. Is that a no, ma'am? Well, not directly. Sammy, why am I testifying against your boyfriend? Oh, God. Anyway, this is wild, man. This is wild. Okay, the only evidence she offered was the housekeeper saying the sposa. She told 8 people she was married. 5 are family members, 2 housekeepers, and 1 friend. I want that 1 friend to come out. 1 friend, if you're watching this, hit me up. Send me an email. Send me an email, guys. All right, he's citing all his legal stuff, but the fact, look, you bought the bank a $50 million divorce on 8 people. Where they do that at? All right, and then she was like, oh man, she was like, well, look, I'm down bad. We threw a Hail Mary. I know I went on this stream and try to get the case I wanted people to know we were married. I wanted it out there. And now I don't want everyone knowing. Now she's backtracking. Her lawyer's like, hey, seal the case, please. We saw the number one juicer. He held the blicky up. This is my daughter guitar. He was like, hey, I'm ready to defend xQc. Oh, you are? All right. That's a threat on my client's life. We need to seal the case. But before, when she was hooping and hollering, interrupting the stream, she didn't care nothing about people knowing. All right, so let's go to the latest document. And that's all it is first the lawyers say it, and then she doubled down on the lawyer. They're like, hey, we got to seal the god doggone case. My client is scared for her life. Like, oh gosh. And this all a play, guys. You have to play up to this, right? You have to play like, hey, she like, I saw the number one juicer. He said he was ready to defend xQc with deadly force because he had an airsoft BB gun. Now, look, I don't know if it was an airsoft gun or not, but he did say that stuff. He did say it, but someone said it was a water gun. You know how them water guns, they be looking real nowadays, man. You get clapped running around with a water gun by the cops. All right, so let's go to the new document. So here is the new document, and this is what y'all been waiting on. Like I said, we only gonna take 5 minutes. This is interesting, guys. This is the rule agreement regarding initial disclosures. This was filed on 2/3, and we gonna zip through it, guys. This is the new document for Mr. Kyle that was filed. And we got one more, the big update coming, guys, the big one. All right, so what does this say? Rule 11 agreement, Mr. Kyle and their lawyers. This is basically saying, hey, we're gonna submit some evidence. Okay, all right. This has happened in my divorce. Disclosure agreements. Okay, so basically, hey, we need to see who you're gonna bring at trial. Not necessarily who, but what? We need to get a general background of who. And you like, why is this going to trial? I'm like, look, bro, you asking the same questions I'm asking. All right, what does it say? So you have to state the name and address and telephone number. Okay, and here we go, part C right here. State the legal theories and in general, the factual basis of respondent parties' claims or defenses. The respondent party need not marshal all evidence that may be offered at trial. So you don't have to present all your theories. You're going to present the good ones. The texts are coming in like 5 minutes. You're going to present the good ones, and then boom, you're going to backdoor the other theories. All right, you're going to drop the hammer in trial. All right, you're never going to show your whole hand. Okay, now what's copied right here? State the name and addresses, telephone numbers of people with connection to the case. So Sammy gonna list her 8 friends, her 5 family members, her 2 housekeepers, that 1 friend, and that's just gonna be her evidence, because what else did she have? I mean, she threw a Hail Mary at the hearing for temporary order. So you have to put everything on the table. And in my mind, she put everything on the table. And Mr. Kyle, like, he shouldn't be able to put nothing on the table because that's the law. Like, what the hell? Anyway. The original copies or a description by category and location of all documents, electronically stored information, and tangible things that our responding party has in its possession, custody, or control, and may use to support claims of defense unless the use of the word solely for impeachment. Now, impeachment is a very good word. Impeachment means if you have a recording of her saying, I'm just doing this for money, her testimony is thrown out. If you have her mother recorded saying, I'm only doing this for money, testimony is thrown out. This was pivotal in the Amber Heard trial, as every witness of Amber's, they were trying to impeach. Like even that expert witness was like, I watched Pirates of the Caribbean and I was able to assess Mr. Depp's mental state from his portrayal of Captain Jack Sparrow. They were like, anyway, but that's going to be pivotal, guys. Like I said, I don't want to belabor the point, and I see my internet tripping. I upgraded the internet. Anyway, the original copies of any settlement agreements described. Look, they haven't settled yet, to my knowledge. And I'll show you whatchamacallit. I'll show you why I know they haven't settled. And my contributors, I am going to get to you guys. We're going to go to contributors, and then we going straight into the text messages, because that's what everyone is here for, the goddamn text messages. Or you're here for this xQc update. Either way, I hope you stick around. Okay, so basically, this is everything for the informal law marriage at this point. blah, blah, blah. Further parties agree that the responses to initial disclosures related to divorce. So this is the divorce stuff, right? You're like, what about the divorce? He like, no, that will be abated until the court has determined the issue of an informal marriage. So that was the bifurcation of the case. Hey, are they married? Well, we got to figure that out before we go through the divorce, because if they're determined to be married, god damn, I feel bad for Mr. Kyle, because they're going to stick a microscope up his behind and look for every penny they can that he earned, that he touched, where it went. It's going to be forensic accountants. I'm telling you, it's going to be the biggest common law divorce in United States history if he's determined to be married. So everything was submitted by February 3rd. So they already have all the evidence. Look at Tammy. Tammy, I hope that's not the real Tammy. Come on, Henry. Anyway, so there we go right here. And the big update for you guys is right here. Let me make it bigger so you guys can see. Trial date has been set for May 19th, 2023. 3 days before my trial date. So me and Mr. Kyle, look, when we come out this divorce. Well, I hope you just get ruled that it's not a divorce. And I hope that I get my divorce finalized. But there you go, guys. And like I said before in the original one, there will be no photo photography. I would love to go down and whatchamacallit. I would love to go down and cover this, but I got a life. So anyway, let's get to